Did you know it is estimated that between 500,000 and 1 million Canadians have suffered from an eating disorder?
People who suffer eating disorders are known to isolate and distance themselves from friendships.
Although it is more common in young females, the rate of men is increasing. 17% of female students and 8% of male students in BC high schools suffer from severe eating disorders.
Certain eating disorders, such as anorexia, affect women more, but binge eating affects both genders equally.
The Canadian Mental Health Association has reported that eating disorders have the highest mortality rate compared to any other mental illnesses.
10 to 20% of individuals who suffer anorexia die within 10 years.
The annual death rate associated with anorexia is 12 times higher than that of all causes combined for females between the ages of 15 and 24.
As for bulimia, it often lasts more than 8 years.
Currently, there is still a continuous lack of funding for eating disorders and their devastating consequences. People fail to realize the importance of this mental illness impacted by the views of our very own society.
So our motto is that recovery is possible. So Looking Glass was founded in 2002 by a group of parents whose daughters were all struggling with eating disorders, and their daughters were teenagers at the time, and there just weren't a lot of resources available at that time for people that age. So they ended up sending their kids to Arizona. And that was really hard for a lot of reasons, financially, as well as just that distance was really difficult. So they got together and decided that they would create more resources for more people that were more accessible here in Vancouver to serve the BC population.
They believe from the earliest intervention, through all the paths of recovery, through to sustained relapse prevention, eating disorders take hard work and commitment to overcome. It is a different experience to every individual, as everyone's road is unique and personal.
Providing a supportive community, innovating entirely new and meaningful approaches that will fill gaps in existing services is essential. As this is a grassroots charity, they have hit rough patches in the past.
They aim to foster a deeper understanding in the community and amongst past and current sufferers. The Looking Glass today still hopes in enlarging the reaches of their services and positively impacting the most lives they can. We asked Catalina, what does it feel like to have an eating disorder?
It was a dark and lonely experience. Eating disorders convince you that you're alone.
We interviewed an anorexia survivor, and here are her responses.
During my worst times, I was really close to death. Like, I could feel my body breaking apart, but I didn't want to do anything. I would have times where I would wake up in the morning and not have the energy to get myself out of bed. I would have trouble climbing up the stairs because my heart couldn't keep up with me. When I had my eating disorder, when I was in the mindset of restricting, I felt like I was in control. But now, looking back at the time, I felt like I was being controlled. When you're in the eating disorder mindset, you don't care. Like, you don't care about death. You just care about being skinny. You care about the number on the scale.